Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Many of my friends and family say that they are in awestruck with the very kind of life I live. The life I love, living in my own terms, living in my own beautiful world amidst the nature. Today, I want to share them with you. What really reshaped my thoughts and vision for life that led me into living a meaningful life? Let's begin. Sunday Reset with Reema, episode number 6. Live a life of your dream. To me, living life on our own terms means to form our own unique perspective of the world, to let go of the narrative that's been handed down to us. Make room for new possibilities, to know that we hold the power to be the writer of our own stories and allow our lives to become the message we send to the world. While I understand that many circumstances are far beyond my control, I also know that I can make empowering choices along the way to shape the direction towards the life that I want to live. I think this is why it's so important to take some time to visualize the dream of life we want to live in. Even if it changes with time, the plan isn't to calculate every little step of the way, but it's a chance to map out our priorities and set specific milestones for ourselves, which can give us a bigger purpose, and it can guide the decisions that we make in our day to day. This way, we are no longer letting life happen to us, but we are letting life happen for us. In one of my previous video, I mentioned that how for the longest of time I felt like I had to act as myself instead of just being myself, saying all the right things, wearing what's appropriate, smiling at the right time, going through life from one predictable milestone to the next. Surprisingly, even though I was doing quite good in my professional life, personal life, from successfully owning a master's degree from United Kingdoms to landing on a perfect job to marrying the love of my life, I lacked a sense of purpose and direction in my life. Every day felt like a repeat of the day before. I remember feeling quite empty inside because I was just mimicking what society and everyone else expected of me instead of taking time to figure out who I really was. When you're so influenced by the society, you tend to lose perspective very quickly and you start to question yourself. You start saying, "What am I doing wrong? I didn't want to feel what I was feeling. I didn't want to feel sad or grief or anything like that. I wanted to just power through it." The thing is, no matter how much I want to point the fingers at others, I realize now that the only person who was actually holding me back from living the life that I wanted was me. I know that the saying or the phrase like "don't hold yourself back, do what you want" is much easier said than done, because most of us have close families and friends and people in our lives that direct us down the path they believe is the best for us. But there comes a point when we have to draw a distinct line between respecting the opinion of others who love us and trusting our own voice that is telling us otherwise. I will never forget what my science of well-being professor Miss Laurie Santos said to us on our first day of class. She said, life is about unlearning everything you think you already know. From that moment, I began to slowly unravel my views on the world. For the first time, I started to question what it means to live a good life, to be happy, to live a life that is truly meaningful and fulfilling. We ask ourselves these questions in one form or another. And the only way I knew how to bring a spark of excitement into my life was to turn all my focus to building a life that I actually loved. A life that felt purposeful, a life that I didn't need to escape from. The first one was to leave a room for the unexpected. At times, it's necessary to evaluate our lives to see if we should switch careers or move to a new place. But I think it's more important to find the right building blocks to restructure the life that we are currently living. Establish some good habits while letting go of the old ones. Shift your mindset and start taking actions. My husband and I somehow took a chance to explore and start our career in a new city, which we ended up settling ourselves where we are currently staying in Kerala. I did not do any research beforehand like I normally do. I just wanted to see where the life would take me. It was so freeing to be spontaneous for once. And it reminded me how a little bit of curiosity and an open mind can lead to a refreshing change. You guys know I love prepping, planning, and having a solid routine. But I also think that life shouldn't be one big checklist that we need to perform. There needs to be a balance. And it might be just as important to leave room in our lives for surprises, spontaneity, and unexpected left turns. So, I encourage you to go through life with a little more curiosity. You never know what life has planning for you. Second important thing was to find your unique way to contribute to someone's life. I think there is a big difference between feeling happy and being fulfilled in life. However, I think we use the term chasing happiness because it's fleeting and it can only be felt for a short moment. But being fulfilled goes much deeper than this. It stems from having a purpose and knowing that we are on the right path to carry out that purpose. It's the feeling of being connected to others, our works, our lives. There are so many ways to be fulfilled in life, and I think it really depends on who we are and what we value. But for me, I feel the most fulfilled in life when I'm able to contribute to something bigger than myself. My latest project has been the path to choose to be a life coach. I was so excited to find out that there is a need for this service by helping them find meaning in their life. The third one would be to set interesting goals and challenge yourself. Never stop learning. We should all have goals no matter what stage of life we are in. Goals not only give us something to dream about, but they also provide us with a North Star. Some of you guys know that I'm a software engineer by profession and I studied abroad to do my masters in UK. And my education was more than a means for my career. Studying abroad and slightly having an exposed education has helped me to be independent. It helped me to respect the differences. This helped me realize that there is something truly more to me. And this is how I set an interesting goal of being a life coach. And being specialized as a wellness coach and relationship coach, I wanted to fully integrate into the community. And more specifically, I want to get to a level where I can talk to my neighbors beyond highs and buys. I still have a long way to go, but I feel myself getting better and better every single day. And seeing progress, it gives me hope. Whether it's paying down debt, buying a house, running a marathon, or even learning to play chess, set interesting goals for yourself and never stop learning to keep things interesting. No matter how small or big, challenging or easy, the reward is always the same and it's always amazing. Slow down to appreciate what you already have. My husband and I were taking a walk on the beach in Kerala, where I live now. Even sounds crazy to say it loud because I dreamt of this moment for so long, and now this is my reality. This is what gratitude does to us. It gives us big. Right now, you might be wanting so many things or looking forward to the future that's blinding you from realizing that you are currently living the life that you dreamt of a couple of years ago. Point is, without taking the time to slow down, stop, and look around us, we will never fully appreciate what we have. I think it's so important to regularly remind ourselves of our blessings and practice gratitude. We might be already living our dreams. I try staying as close as to the nature. It gives you perspective. The nature is so timeless and it's part of us all. That connection that humans have with nature, that wild elemental aspect, that's where my heart is. That's where my soul sings again. When we determine what is enough for us, we can stop chasing what we lack and begin to just appreciate everything we have. It's not giving up on our goals or just settling, but it's being content and choosing gratitude. So, I hope you try to pay attention to what you truly need and what you don't. You might also find that you already have everything you were looking for. I'm sure the thought, what if I fail in front of everyone, passes in your all minds. But does it even really matter? I often travel across countries. It makes us realize that we are such a tiny speck of a dust in this huge universe. We are all made of stardust. Just being is a miracle. Just being alive is a miracle. The beauty that is out there every day, that gives me hope. A hope of life that is too short to not do something because we are worried about looking stupid. Just have fun, whether it is you want to try, fall, fail, get scrapped up, laugh, get up and try again. Fill your free time with meaningful hobbies. As we get older, I feel like we eliminate hobbies to make time for other responsibilities. And sure, maybe hobbies are not a priority on the productive scale, but to me, they make my life more fun and dynamic. It's also what helped me to fill my free time with meaningful activities instead of just mindlessly browsing online. Through home decor, I found a way to express myself creatively by being active. It reduces my stress and refreshes my state of mind. No one forces me to do any of these things, but I find myself going back to them because I genuinely enjoy myself and I see the positive effect that it has on me and my mental health. A big chunk of our time is dedicated to work and to our many responsibilities. So, taking the time to ourselves to enjoy our hobbies feels like a self care instead of spending your free time distracting yourself in other ways. I hope you explore different hobbies that might in some way contribute to improving your life. At the very least, it will bring you joy, and that's more than enough. My husband says, if you want a flower, you will find a flower. So, the learning of where the flowers are in my life, that's been my journey now. I truly believe that we all have the power to start writing our own stories the way we see it. So, I hope you take advantage of what's being handed to you to create a beautiful story that is uniquely yours. I hope you don't allow others to hold you back, but most importantly, I hope that you don't hold yourself back. Remember, there's no right answer in life. So, let's experiment. Do the things we want to and learn the lessons as they come. You can't hope for a long lasting life. The hope is for a beautiful life. I hope this gave you some good ideas to start creating the life that you love. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you very soon. Take care. Bye.